Good morning and welcome everyone to this new video. On this occasion, I wanted to talk to you and show you explaining in detail how ransomware is created. Ransomware, which I'm about to describe to you, is a particular type of malware designed to encrypt files. The first thing that happens when this virus triggers is that all files on your PC are encrypted and a ransomware note appears on the screen with a password needed to decrypt the files. There have been numerous types of ransomware in history, such as the well-known CryptoLocker or Nine which in 2017 also spread via Wi-Fi networks, causing serious problems for organizations and industries. Now let's move on to practice. I will show you how to create a simple ransomware script, clearly less complex than the historical ones, but functional. Let's start with a script I've already prepared, and in the next video we'll look at other types of scripts that can be made with Python. To begin, let's open Google Ads or any other search engine and type Python. Okay, once you find it, go to the official website, which should be Python downloads at python.org, and the option to download the latest version will appear. Once you have downloaded it, you need to install it. Open the installation file. I've already installed it, so this screen appears, but you should select both boxes that appear at the bottom during installation. Well, now let's start with the explanation for the creation of the virus. You must first create a text file that you can name whatever you like. Now I'll explain what to do. We open the file and write import YOS. Then from cryptography.fernet import fernet. This command allows us to install the library necessary for file encryption. Next, write file list and list the types of files you intend to encrypt. I advise you not to immediately try to encrypt all files on your PC to avoid damage, but to start, for example, only with the desktop or a specific folder. In my case, the path is C users PC desktop, but you can choose a different path as you like. Then you have to write for file in a file list and specify which files should not be encrypted. In my example, I excluded crypt.py, which is the name of the virus you are creating, and which you should also exclude, along with desktop.ini, since it is a protected system file that must not be encrypted to avoid damage to the PC. Finally, we write an else and enter the command to generate an encryption key. This key will be generated randomly by the system and consists of a series of random numbers and letters, which we cannot choose, but which will be created automatically by the PC. I apologize. No, excuse me. Here is the corrected text with the punctuation fixed and the sentences made comprehensible. Then once this key is created, obviously you will not be able to reopen your virus, because otherwise everything will not be able to be decrypted. In fact, when you decrypt everything, our decryption virus, the key file will copy the key and use it for decryption. However, now you need to write the rest of these commands and your file will be generated. If you save it as and add .py as an extension, it will create a Python file. Obviously, if you have Python and the right libraries installed, rest assured. Usually the libraries are almost already installed on the PC, so all you need in Python. Once done, we save the file as crypt.py. Okay, we will create this crypt.py file, but before opening it, we will need to do one more thing. You need to create another text file and call it decrypt.py. Then we always open it with Notepad, obviously, and here we have to rewrite practically everything we wrote in crypt.py, changing some parameters. For example, RB is different than WB and this script. In fact, for example, RB means decryption, then WB should mean encryption. Then I'll show your PC decrypt your file decrypt.py file one last time. Once you have completed your text file, I remind you again that you must write .py instead of .txt, and so you will create your crypt.py and decrypt.py files. When you open the crypt.py file, write Marco and save it. Okay, and let's run the crypt.py file. Once we run it, our file will be encrypted, and is if there are any also the images pictures. So we open it. Okay, as you can see, if I try to open this file, I will get a random text of words and numbers, which will therefore make no sense, and no one will be able to have their own file. In fact, if you can see on your PC, a file will be created with a key of random numbers. Now you need to run decrypt.py, and as you will see, everything will go back to how it has before. This tool you see my file is Marco. And now, as I explained to you, I'll create a simple file virus that encrypts our files and then decrypt them. I modified it a little, always starting from this script, a little more complex. However, the one I created encrypts all the files on your PC and then ask for a password in a screen that appears. If you enter the right password, the files are decrypted. If you try to close our Windows, etc., the Windows stays open. I will show you this type of script in a future video. However, if you want finally last thing, If you want to show this script on a friend's computer to make a joke, for example, remember that these files will not work on another person's PC because they have the extension .py, so it should be installed on your Python friend's PC in case you want to do so. Even if there is no Python on their PC, you will have to delete the .py extension and write .exe, so a file similar to this will be created, or an executable which, in any case, the PC will open it. I'll tell you just one thing. If this file is created at least similar, our antivirus will try to block it. Therefore, I advise you to deactivate it before doing any type of experiment, because it could block it and even delete it. On our desktop, however, I noticed that by placing them not in folders but in subfolders, or in folders in subfolders, sometimes the file is not seen. So try it at home. Oh, well, anyway, thanks for listening to this video. Goodbye, see you soon.